Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's me, Isaiah, here with my favorite co host, Mr. Moses Firmino.
What's going on, everybody?
And you may be wondering, why is this man wearing a Packers beanie in the middle of the summer? You might be
What
wondering that when
are
you
you
clicked
doing,
on this
Zay?
video. What are
Yeah.
you what are we doing? Is this guy a madman? It's mock draft season. I had to rep the Super Bowl champs of this upcoming season with I'm crashing out. But we do have a fantasy video for you today. Mo and I
Mm-hmm.
will be doing a mock draft. The way we're doing this, ESPN, PPR, normal rules, 12 team. So you're just generic stuff. I love Superflex. Mo and I are in a dynasty league. We do Superflex, but
Yep.
the normies don't. So
Mm-hmm.
we're keeping it simple, silly in this video. I will have the early pick. Looking at the draft, I have the second overall pick, and Mo is drafting at 9. So we're giving you guys two different perspectives on kind of what's going to happen, depending on your draft spot.
Yeah.
Mo, anything to add?
Not too much. As for a little strategy breakdown, as we're
Mm-hmm.
getting into this video, I
Mm-hmm.
normally come into fantasy drafts with no strategy. I know the
Mm.
players that I am looking for. I know the players I'm avoiding, and I just see where the board goes and make decisions. Could be
Yeah.
why I get second place all the time, but we'll see. We'll see.
But Mo and I have been going head to head here in our dynasty league, two heavyweights throwing punches back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
His team was going ridiculous last year, like ape. It was ridiculous what this man was doing on a week to week basis. Led the league in points scored the whole year, and I came out on top with Moses's top guys, Tyreek, and them just flailing in the playoffs.
Crashing out. Me not starting Calvin Ridley, even
Yeah,
though I held on to him for a couple years when I
yeah,
needed him most, and he played well. Just a couple bad managerial decisions to end the season off,
yeah.
but it's fantasy.
That's fantasy football, man.
Yep.
Yeah. In terms of strategy for me, I try and use one going in. I like to wait on quarterback, me personally, but I will just say, as someone who struggles with this in fantasy, I've been playing since I was in like 5th grade, but I still struggle with abandoning the strategy. Like
Yeah.
I've got to let the draft kind of dictate how I'm going to go instead of just being like, no, I'm waiting on QB. I'm waiting on QB. Like if Dak is sitting there at a good value, I know what he can do. Maybe I have CD with my first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to I'm gonna pair them.
That
So
stack. Yep.
that stack. How do you feel about stacks? Is that something you look for? Is that something you're against? Like, how do you
I
feel?
like I like to have one really solid stack that
Yeah.
I like. I tried not to get too many players from the same team, obviously, because
Hmm.
you're more likely to lose points. I like to diversify my squad as much as I can, but
Yeah.
I normally go with one solid stack, two guys who I think are top options on the team who are going to put up
Yeah.
points. But what are your views on that?
I'm kind of indifferent.
Yeah.
It's not something I look for, but if I
Mm-hmm.
have it with if I have like Dak and CD or Burrow and Chase or Mahomes and Kelsey, like I'm not against having that.
Yeah.
I do think it's riskier with like a Tua Tyreek one, for
Mm-hmm.
example, because
Mm-hmm.
Tua does have these weeks sometimes where he flails a little bit.
For sure.
Um, and when he's on, he's giving you like 40 points. But when he's kind of treading and it's not quite going his way, he's a little more careless with the ball. That can really cost you if you have
Yeah.
that stack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it depends, but yeah, those top end stacks, if you can get them,
Oh.
you may as well.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, Let me share my screen now
Yep.
for this video,
Mm-hmm.
mainly so I can mute it. All right. Uh, Also, a heads up before we start. We are doing a mock draft on ESPN with randoms.
Yep.
I am not a fortune teller. So if someone decides to be silly and draft a kicker in the first round,
Sorry.
there's nothing we can do. There's nothing
Yeah.
we can do. So
Yeah.
but besides that, I'm excited, Mo. First mock draft.
First one of the season for me. I haven't
Mhm.
hit any so far, so
Yeah,
see how this goes.
I saw. Okay. I was worried for a minute. I was like,
I thought it juked us, bro.
let me in.
Oh, we're about to get black. I'm about to hold on. I gotta fix that. That I would have
Okay.
blasted the ESPN theme if I didn't
Yes,
just fix that.
I had to. It's Miller Lite time. Hey, we are not sponsored, so drink whatever you want.
Not sponsored. Yep.
Second overall pick here for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting. CD
Very.
is my guy. He's on my
Yep.
dynasty team. This is
Yep.
a dude I love. The contract stuff is a little scary.
It's very scary.
It's a
He's
little
gonna
scary.
play. You
Yes,
gotta play.
he has to.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna lie, for a second overall pick, it scares me a little bit.
It is. That's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
One I'm glad I don't have to make the decision, but
Would you prefer in your normal leagues to be a later pick?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I always go back and forth
Yeah.
because I feel like I don't know the top 8 at least this draft pretty set
Mhm.
should be set in stone. Top 8 guys, but
Yeah.
I just I feel like the 3-4 spot is pretty solid.
Mhm. I
I don't really like having too late of a pick.
I think 5 would be money.
Yeah.
5 is like you get to see how the draft goes.
Mm-hmm.
I I've got a hot take for this second pick, assuming C-Mac doesn't get taken. All right, he's gone.
Okay.
This is an interesting one. I wanna go CD, but I'm going with Mr. Tyreek Hill at 2.
I like that.
I'm
I
going
honestly
Tyreek.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He has the explosiveness to absolutely carry my team. I don't have the contract concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this might help. CD might, all right, he went third.
Yep.
But if you're sitting 3 and you get CD and he kind of falls because someone like me is a little scared,
Mm-hmm.
can't be mad at that.
Yeah, should be happy with that.
Yeah. What do you think of Bijan at 4?
I get what ESPN's trying to do by prioritizing backs, but having him over Amon Ra, who just went, over Jay Jettas, over Jamar,
Yeah.
it's a little absurd. I'm not saying, he's not worthy of being
Mhm.
picked this high, but it's
It's
a little bit out
high.
there for me. Yeah.
It's a high price. There's a couple guys where I just am not willing to pay the price.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Let's
you're coming up next. Listen,
yeah.
man, if Chase is there at 9,
Yeah.
I mean,
What are we missing here? Okay.
oh, okay.
That's tough. That's
Mhm.
tough. But man, for me, this pick right here, I'm going to AJ Brown over
Love it.
Jonathan Taylor.
I love it.
Um, I'm a little worried about Jonathan,
Mhm.
Colts offense, the new look offense, but
Mm.
I just feel I'm a little more comfortable with AJ
Yeah.
Brown, and I got a back in the pocket here coming up
Mhm.
if he falls to me. So
Mhm.
we'll see. But
I
so far nothing too absurd.
no, I think looking at this, I think Olave is a little high. His
Yeah,
production was not worth 17th overall to me.
I agree with
Uh,
that.
Marvin Harrison at 21. I listen, Marv is gonna be a dog.
Oh, these guys
Oh,
are smart, man. These
Took
guys are smart.
Pacheco. Got
They took
sniped.
Pacheco and Gibbs. I wanted Pacheco. I really don't want to draft Puka Nacua here. I'm really worried about Puka Nacua this season. I'm going Derrick Henry, bro. Screw it. I'm
Wow.
going Derrick Henry,
Wow.
bro.
Okay.
I should have probably took Travis Etienne Jr. there. I wanted to go back, but
Wow, someone took Marv at 17th. Big risk, big reward. As someone who took Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the first round when he was a rookie, I will never pick a rookie in the first again.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And second is even pushing.
I totally sold PPR. I need to go Travis Etienne there, but
so we'll pretend. We'll pretend that, you know. Well, who knows? You might end up getting him. He's still sitting here on the board.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay. I was about to say Puka's still not being off the board is absurd, but Puka's one of those guys I'm out on.
Really?
Fully out.
Wow.
I
Coop?
Because of Coop.
Okay.
Because of the little Nick, little I think Coop's back, man. I think he's coming back.
Yeah. The word from camp is really good.
Yeah, it worries I think Puka is obviously still gonna be Puka, catch a lot of balls, do a lot of those good things that he does, but I'm not as high on him this year, especially with a lot of people being really high on him.
Yeah. I like it. I'm very conflicted here. I think whoever he doesn't take between Pittman and Adams, perfect. I really do. I want to back, but having Tyreek and Devontae is so solid.
That is very solid, man.
And I don't know about Mixon in Houston. I don't know. I'm taking the safer pick.
I like it.
I'm trusting Devontae.
I like it.
Yeah. Have you ever tried like zero running back, like just kind of fading them, letting them fall, picking them up in like round 6, round 7, getting some handcuffs?
I've been seeing a lot of statistics on running backs drafted early and how a high percentage of them don't pan out and end up screwing their teams. So I definitely can see the strategy. I need to have one solid running back that I can rely on.
I at least need a workhorse. If I have one where I'm like, hey, I'm cool with you, I'll start a receiver at my flex. I'm good.
Yep.
This is tough.
Super.
And I'm going running back. Even though Kelsey is there, and that is an attractive pick.
Yeah.
I'm going James Cook because I think he's going to get more receiving work.
I love the pick.
They do a lot of Allen does a lot of dump offs to Cook. So
they're gonna need him this year, especially. So
no more Diggs in there eating up those targets. Like, I don't know what it is about Mixon. I don't love the pick, but
yeah, a little bit too much uncertainty for sure.
I also just realized someone took Mahomes at the 301. So
wow.
Let's take a look at Scott's team here. Mahomes, McCaffrey, and Nico. Mahomes and McCaffrey is nasty, but filling out the rest of the team is going to be interesting.
Bit of a challenge. Oh man, there's no way he falls to me. There's literally no shot.
This is a win-win, Mo. You are in an incredible spot here.
Yeah.
Packers legend off the board.
Well, Travis, welcome to the squad, man. I
So,
don't know how that happened, but
so you now have Henry, AJ Brown, Travis
dude,
Kelsey.
if I took ETN, I'd be so much more. I'm still fine with Derek.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, it's Derrick Henry, but I don't know. It's just gonna be. It's gonna
Hmm.
be. I don't know how their offense is gonna look. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're gonna do. I don't know,
that's
man.
fair. And Lamar with his rushing ability too,
Yeah,
like
it's yeah,
I
it's
very excited to see him having a really stable, reliable running back because
mm-hmm.
that ground game can fail him due to injury, but
Yep,
does take away carries from Henry.
for sure. I mean, so far though, can't be too upset.
No,
Both of our
I
squads, I'm liking.
I'm not mad, man. I I am curious to see when someone pulls the trigger on Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Anthony Richardson
Hey,
high,
super high.
high.
Wow, I didn't realize above Lamar.
Yeah, we're tripping. We're tripping. We're tripping. We're
I
getting too
hear.
cute.
Yeah, no, that's a little too much.
Who you taking?
I'm not gonna back up my word. I'm going Jalen Waldo. I'm
Waddle.
going. I'm going
Love
Waldo.
it. Love it.
My guy on the dynasty squad.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a wide receiver 2 behind Tyreek, but probably one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver 2 in football. So I'll take
Yeah. And again, talk about booming upside.
it.
Like
Mm-hmm.
he has that in his bag every week.
Yep.
So that helps. I'm really struggling. If Ramy is on the board at my pick, I think that might have to be the one.
I
Malik
mean,
Neighbors is high.
very high. Yeah,
I'm
some of
I'm
these
not
are
mad,
pretty
but
insane. I mean, the Anthony Richardson one over Lamar, I
that's the
feel like
thing.
those two should be swapped. But
Yeah. Are are they gonna let me get Cooper Cup?
how is it? Yeah, what is going on?
Because if they do, I mean,
Thank you.
why
You have the
with
best 3 receivers in the
yeah,
best 3.
with everything going on with Ayuk and the potential of a trade and all
Mm-hmm.
of this stuff, taking him over Coop, even over Debo. I
Yeah,
know what I'm getting with
that's why I
Debo.
stayed away. That's why I stayed away,
Yeah.
even though he was the top option for my pick. It's too much uncertainty there.
Yeah, man. I please give me Coop here. If I don't get Coop, it's
You're
gonna get a
pretty.
little difficult. I think
Yeah.
I know what I'll do,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say it if
Here in 6 seconds, once
yeah.
Chris
Oh my goodness. Cooper Cup. I'm not even gonna take any time. Welcome to the squad.
say those 3 receiving that
Yeah.
receiving court.
I do, I've got my boy Aaron Jones sitting here, but there's another
Mm,
guy I want to pick, and it's a tight end. And if I could get Mark Andrews, we might have a banger on our hands. We might be cooking.
dude, yeah, I love my team. I'm heard about Derrick Henry, dude. I'm gonna sound like a hater, but
Yeah. Well, it's the format. Oh my goodness. Mark Andrews. Welcome to the team.
yeah, dude, your your team is pretty tough.
This
I
is
cannot lie.
and I pick two. I'd pick two.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how you could be playing it. Obviously, some things are different. They went pretty high with Mahomes,
Yeah.
but I will say in normie people leagues, they love to reach on quarterback. Like, oh my god, I can get Mahomes in the first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could, but don't
Yeah.
do that.
Nah.
What are you thinking? Let me pop your team up on the screen so people can
Yeah.
see it.
Here. I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Because I'm holding off on quarterback, even though I said I like having a really nice
Yeah.
quarterback. I know there's still a lot available, so I'm not too
Mhm.
worried. I already have 2 solid receivers.
Mhm. Tight end.
I have a great tight end. I think I'm gonna finish the receiving core off. He's been on the board too long. I got to take Debo.
Love it. Sometimes you just don't have to overthink things, man.
Yeah.
They just I get not being the most excited about Debo, but if
Mm-hmm.
he's fallen to you in the super late 5th round or late 6th round,
Yeah. What is it? That's
sometimes.
what I was looking for. I couldn't find it. They're ADP. I
Mhm.
was trying to find that. What was Debo's? Now I can't find it now that I drafted him, but
Of course.
yeah, man,
Take your
we
guy
got
Kyle Pitts. Sorry.
yeah, a little too soon. Hey, I'm hoping for he did. That's crazy.
That is crazy timing.
Um
Mo, you I'll lay off. I'll lay off.
between 2 guys, I'm holding off again. I'm going David Montgomery.
Wow. I'm not mad.
I
I'm
it
not
was
mad.
I was debating Stroud, but
Yeah.
we still got a lot of good quarterbacks.
Yeah, let me pull up the QBs. Yeah,
Next round.
Burrow, Jordan Love, MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Yo, they
Next round,
have
I'm definitely going quarterback, but
yeah. I'm I'm starting to debate it, but I do need a running back.
mm-hmm.
It's not going to be the sexiest. I feel like one of those 2 Steelers backs in Warren or Harris m- is good enough to get the job done,
Yeah.
considering the 3 receivers and tight end and even James Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's not sexy. I'll be the first one to admit.
Yeah, the running back
Ugh,
it takes a big drop off.
dude, I'm starting to plug my nose. I'm looking at
Yeah.
some stinky ass picks, man. You
That
got Zeke.
that's why I had to go Montgomery, bro. He's the
You,
last like solid, I think, guy remaining.
I, dude, you get Zeke. You get Austin Eckler's corpse. You get Tony Pollard, who's coming off a really down year as
Yeah.
with the opportunity to be that running back 1.
Yeah.
Oh, Javante can't stay healthy
Wait, where is dude having Jalen Warren and Najee that sucks, bro.
because
Because
it's really
it's like a preference. I feel like
it.
Najee's still number 1, but with the season
I'm
Warren had, that's such a
Warren was so good.
yeah,
I'm This is a toss up, a true toss up. I'm taking
yeah.
Najee,
I would
but
agree with
that's
that.
like,
That's a
oh
tough one.
wow, back on the
Right,
board.
yep.
Okay, I was not locked. Let me focus up, dude. Okay, I I think it's time. I think it's time. Joe Burrow, Slim Shady,
Yeah, it's QB time for sure.
QB time. I filled out every other spot.
I pray, I pray my dynasty goat can fall to me here. Both of them, actually. I mean, both. I got both
Dude,
now.
you do. I Mo, what do you think about Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams?
Wow. Oh my! I didn't realize that.
With the rushing ups, but I'm taking Caleb personally.
I would too, especially with the supporting cast.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah. I
ESPN's rankings are they're a little A little out
Aaron's
there.
way too high. Aaron should not be over Tua. Personally,
Oh, dude, no way.
no, I'm taking Purdy
Yep.
over him because of the weapons Purdy has.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, for me, no disrespect to your guy, I'm
Uh-oh.
going Kyler Murray.
You didn't want Mr. Love?
I wouldn't have been upset with Jordan Love, but
Yeah.
I just the rushing upside of Kyler,
Yeah.
the return season after
I
coming back a little bit last. I think
I
he's up.
need it.
Yeah.
We talked about it in our NFC vid plug,
Yep.
shameless plug. You can
Yep.
go watch
Go
that if you
Pete. Yep.
But I want Kyler to remind everyone who the hell he is.
Yeah. That
Because
dude.
he's that dude. Like, we gotta stop, man.
Mhm.
I'm not saying he's a top 5 QB, needs to be treated like it, but when he's healthy and he's gonna have a number 1 target, I'm
Mhm.
really excited. I'm hoping for a healthy year from Kyler.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
New head coach, new
Mhm.
energy.
New looks, baby.
Yep.
And I think him getting games under his belt last year was good.
Yeah. Okay, so here, if he was healthy, I
Mhm.
would have went Hollywood Brown.
I
But
agreed.
since he's out 4 to 6 weeks, I probably would have went Addison too, but he got
I
a little
know.
knocked. Dude, I'm going I got a retirement squad, D Hop. But
That's the nice thing about this is they can be old and it's
yep.
fine.
Yeah, thankfully this isn't Dynasty.
This next pick might piss people off. I'll be totally honest. This next pick might not be loved by the public. Which
Is there
means
someone on the board right now?
yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm okay. He's still there.
I'm trying to. I don't know. I guess I'll see.
Maybe I'm being not that I think this pick would be hated, but this is a guy who I have struggled with in fantasy because I've been too scared. And then it's bit me in the butt when I play against him and he goes for 30 on my team. So he's here. I gotta stay true to my word. No way in hell am I taking Ezekiel Elliott in the big 2024 over Raheem Mustard.
I like it.
I like having the guys who have pause, but the explosion, who have that, like, this is a dude who could go for 30.
Yep. You're up. I didn't know if you.
Oh. Still. Ay.
Dude, it's getting tough.
Oh no. I'm
and
panicking.
the short timer.
It's Devin, lead back in New York. I'm taking him over Austin. I'm so afraid of Austin Eckler.
Really?
Him and Zeke, I want nothing to do with.
Zeke
Personally.
looked that clip today of him running against air. He looked fire.
Mo, I hate that people like I engage with it, so I'm part of the problem. But the clips setting people up of like, look at how explosive Zeke is, and it's like watching your grandpa go catch a ball.
Yeah.
No hate to Zeke at all.
Yeah.
Let me put that out there as well. But
damn, I would have taken Eckler if he fell to me, actually. But since he's not there, I'm going to go with the lead back in Cleveland, at least to start the year, Mr. Jerome Ford.
Yeah, he was a great dynasty pickup. He was a great fantasy pickup.
Yeah.
If you happen to sign him off waivers when Chubb went down. I think Chubb is a really tough one.
because he's out for a couple weeks
Yeah.
at least, still rehabbing. I
Mhm.
mean, I people have done it. Alex
Yeah,
Smith, guys have done like it's just
but they're
I
such big outliers.
I
Like,
cannot imagine coming back from an injury like that
no,
and being the exact same player. I
no.
believe he is 28,
Mhm.
29 years old, kind of getting older. I'm out on Chubb.
Yeah. I I just think it's tough, and again, it's one of those guys where if you get to, like, the 11th round, the 12th round, and he's still sitting there, you're like, "You know what? I'll do it."
Yep.
And your hope is when he's back and he's healthy, you're good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm up. I didn't even realize.
You have 16 seconds.
Um, I know some people have been a little iffy about this guy, but I'm going Gus Edwards
Like it.
and the Chargers.
I like it.
Um, Herbert picked up a little foot injury, and
Mhm.
they said he's going to be back. But foot injury as a quarterback in the NFL with 300-pound linemen stepping on you all the time
Yep.
probably isn't one of the best injuries to have going into a season. So
Agreed.
hopefully they hand the ball off a lot more to at least start the year.
Yeah. I I'm looking at a rook here. I'm looking at Brian Thomas here. If he
Mm-hmm.
falls,
Mm-hmm.
and he did, they took another rook, Mr. Brock Bowers, who has a pick. I don't know why like half the rookies here don't have him.
Yeah.
Um, I think Brian Thomas is a guy with some really high upside,
Mm-hmm.
being a receiver in Jacksonville and their lack of receivers.
Yeah.
Um, with this next pick, I I'm gonna take Hawk. He's going to miss time to start the year, and I
Yep.
already have a great tight end. But my mentality is I can wheel him and deal him to somewhere else, and I
Yeah.
already have a tight end. Or God forbid something happens to Mark Andrews. It's like boom, you have a guy who could give you elite production off
100%.
there, or you
100%.
play them both.
Yeah.
They're that good, like both him and Andrews.
My prediction with TJ, I saw they said 3 to 7 weeks. I'm assuming they probably just hold him off until after the bye
Yeah,
week, and Mark Andrews
don't
has a
worry.
bye week 14. So you're chilling. I
Mhm.
love that pick.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I,
I'm a big TJ Hawkinson fan.
I think too, like when you get later in the draft, it's all about that value.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
with your pick,
My pick here.
I've got your team up for the viewers.
I spelled on my screen. It's a Q. It's Tyler Alkier.
Tyler Algier.
On mine, it's a Q, but I'm going with Tyler Algier, of course.
Oh, perfect. Great. Listen, I think having Bijan's handcuff too,
Mm-hmm.
not bad.
Yep.
Not bad. So even as a trade piece to the person who owns
Oh, they took my guy.
Bijan.
I
Oh,
wanted him.
Khalil.
I wanted him at this pick.
Oh man.
And dude, uh,
Damn, there's a if you waited on tight end or QB,
yeah, you're set, man.
you are set. Goddard and Purdy
Jeez.
both started.
Going with the rookie,
Love it.
Adonai Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wanted to go Demario Douglas, New England's probably wide receiver one, but just don't really
Oh,
like what's going on there. That sucks.
yeah. I was gonna take a homer pick, who I also believe has some decent upside in Dobbs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Wicks guy as a Packers fan. I really love Wicks's upside.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to say what Packers receiver he kind of looks like, but he may or may not be on my team and have been drafted in the second round
Yeah.
at receiver. Sitting here, I'm going with Kendra Miller
Mm-hmm.
because of Kamara's age.
Yep.
I think this is when I love to pick up those running backs who could just all of a sudden get a ton of value.
For sure.
And then
The quick clock makes it so tough.
talk about running backs with value. I'm just not a Zeke believer.
Yep.
I'm gonna snag 2 running backs there who might not mean a damn thing week 1,
Mm-hmm.
but come week 6, 7, 8, going into the playoffs, could boom in value.
100%.
Yeah. So for the viewers, you can look at my team here on the left, and then I will give Mo's team up on the screen so you can see his before he makes his picks.
Bro, I'm liking both of our squads a lot.
I am too. I also love, this is something we could have said at the beginning. I don't even draft defense till the final round. It's
Mhm.
just so, in most leagues I play in, we don't run it.
Yeah.
But
And I pick up, drop.
yes,
My defense rotates like
all
matchup
the time.
based. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm never committed to one. Love the Marshawn Lloyd pick. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Martin. Wow, dude, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I have no idea who I want to pick. I'm gonna draft my
Don't
backup
panic.
quarterback in Kirk Cousins.
Not bad. Yep.
Why not? Coming off a torn ACL, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, they did spend a top 10 pick on this other guy. Not sure if you've heard, but you know, for what reason, only time will tell. We don't have to get on the Pats guy who was traded, but yeah.
Yeah, go. Good for the Falcons.
Yeah, and that trade was weird because it felt like on football Twitter, like both sides were getting crapped on.
Mm-hmm.
Like Falcons management was getting crapped on because it's like, wow, you spend a 3rd round pick on a guy coming off his worst year.
Yeah, it's a little insane.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snag my backup tight end here in Sir Pat Fryermuth.
I'm picking quarterback here with my last pick. Let me put my team up on the board. And man, this is a good crop. Again, if you didn't pick quarterback, we are in round 14 of a 12-man league. You have Trev, Herbert, Tua, Goff, Stafford. All 5 of those guys are at minimum decent backups.
I don't know if you noticed this because I didn't. Where did he go? When was he drafted? Sorry, you can
You're
make your pick.
totally good. I'm taking Tua with the upside, and I have Tyreek, so I'm going with the stack.
So, sorry, just real quick. Justin Tucker went round 10. Brandon Aubrey went round 10.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Elliott round 12. A bunch of defenses drafted. I'm not. It's not normally what I'm on.
No,
Personally.
and some of it is just auto picking. It wants to, do that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, like there are some people who do pick a defense like 11th round.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm drafting like Kendre Miller and things like that, they're like, oh yeah, no, I want this defense.
Yep.
Like, dude, it's not that important, personally.
Here, gonna go with Dustin Hopkins. It's my kicker.
Love it.
Browns.
Cleveland.
Yep. Wow.
Showing a quick little round by round, but first round here, I went Tyreek at 2. It's going to come down to preference. Some people might go CD, some might go Brees. I don't think any of those are wrong. If someone is crazy enough to not pick C-Mac, you get him at 2.
Yeah.
And I like what you did here. I do think there's like a tier break between 8 and 9. Not a big one, but I really like that AJ Brown pickup at 9.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So,
I just wasn't feeling it back there.
Yeah. And again, it's your, like, I think Kyron Williams can be awesome. Clearly, he showed it last year. But at 12th overall,
yeah,
like,
I
don't know.
I don't know. Probably go Gibbs over him.
And then the most important part, Bills defense.
Yep.
Got it there. And here is the roster.
They updated this. Yes, sir. ESPN.
This looks good. This looks good. Tyreek with my first round pick, hopping over, getting Devontae in the second, James Cook. And then I went on a run of backs there later in the rounds after getting Coop, Andrews, Burrow there, that little cutie pie is my quarterback with Tua, another cutie pie. Dude, he looks so weird.
Yeah.
With this hair, facial hair. I really like the TJ pick, getting him at a good value there. Brian Thomas is a rookie, is a guy I feel pretty confident taking a shot on, and defense and kicker, personally, don't really care. So
yeah,
that's what we're cooking with over here.
The 2 spot.
What do you got?
Starting in the first round, I took AJ Brown. I then went on to take the King, Derrick Henry, in the second. Travis Kelce fell to me in the third by the grace of the gods. Jalen Waddle in the 4 spot. Debo in the 5. And then I went with my second running back, David Montgomery. Got my QB1 and Kyler Murray in round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D-Hop in round 8. Jerome Ford, round 9. Gus Edwards, round 10. Algier, round 11. 3 backs right there. My first rookie in Adonai Mitchell. Backup quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Pat Freiermuth, backup tight end. And then Dustin Hopkins and Eagles DST to finish it out.
Love it, baby. I like
9 spot.
At the 9 spot. I like what you cooked up, honestly. Yeah, that, man, looking at AJ, Waddle, Kelsey, Debo, and then having Henry, Montgomery, Kyler, you got D-Hop on that, but like that is a quality team. That is a quality team.
Happy with that at 9.
Yeah. And then you could look at my starting lineup here. Looks like week 12 might get scary. No Burrow,
oh my goodness.
no Cook, no Brian Thomas, no Kendre Miller. So it might be tough. It might be tough sledding. I guess too, talking about that as well, when you're drafting, how do bye weeks come into effect for you? Like, is it something you're looking at? Is it something you care if it's close to playoffs, or what's your mindset?
Normally, the only thing I look for in bye is if it's my backup position, just making sure it's not the same as the starting guy. Other than that, I don't really play into the buy too much. But
Yeah.
what about what's your philosophy on that?
Yeah, I don't really focus on it. I mean, like, it does suck when you
Yeah,
but at the same time, I almost prefer if I have, like, a stack of players who are just all on bye weeks, because
yeah,
this is the time where I'm rolling out Raheem Mostert, I'm rolling in, like, all of the boom or bust guys, you're all
yeah.
going out there,
Hmm.
because I'm basically a lock to lose that week. So the
If you could
best,
steal it, yeah,
yeah, if Raheem Mostert goes for 3 touchdowns, 170 rushing yards and some passing work in there as well, it's like, okay, there we go. But
yeah,
if not, I don't really care. So I don't let bye weeks dictate that much when I'm drafting.
yeah.
But that's the video. Let us know where you guys are drafting. Let us know your
Hmm.
mindset. Are you getting that QB early? Are you fading the running backs? Are you stacking up, getting that tight end early so you can have that point advantage? Let us know what you're thinking, and most importantly, to end the video, song of the pod.
Song the pod.
Moses, what do you got for the people?
I was telling Zay before the video that I listened to this album, I should say deluxe album,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't really like it. Liked maybe one song on it. Then I saw a TikTok by Jaron Jackson Jr. and it
Wow.
featured this song. And I don't know why it popped up on my feed. It just did. They must know I'm a
Mm-hmm.
fan of this artist. I got Toxic by Ken Carson off of the A Great Chaos Deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
That beat is just
So.
it's just it's in your face. It's
Mm-hmm.
just it's there. Ken's talking like Ken.
Yeah.
Go check
The
it out if you
aura.
haven't, because I didn't like it at first. Came back, loved it. So
Love it. Great pick. And for me, I've got One Wish by Raven Lene featuring Childish Gambino. Her whole album is fire. So if you're looking
yep.
for something, and then you get Gambino on there, his vocals are. I love when he's in his singing bag. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
love his rapping stuff as well. But when he's harmonizing,
Pete.
give me that. Give me
Yep.
that. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys show up, you guys like this, we could definitely run one or two more. So yeah, just let us know. We would
Yeah.
absolutely do a super flex one as well for our
100%.
2 QB guys.
Yeah.
Um, thank you for tuning in. See y'all in the next video. Love y'all.
Love
Please
y'all.
pop up. Bam. Come on, baby.
Yep.
See y'all in the next video.
Later, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Peace.